a good way to obviously kind of break into the industry and to kind of show what you can do. But yeah, like short films are well respected in the UK, and it is seen as a way of you kind of showing what you've got and working with a team of people who are as passionate about film just as you are.
And I guess you'll end it with what is your advice to filmmakers out there in pursuing this dream?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I guess the real thing is if you love filming, you've got a story to tell. You get your hands dirty and you get in there and you make it. Despite your budget, that's what you've got to do. So yeah.
And what's your website?
You can find it on Facebook. The Real Me's on Facebook.
Real Me is on Facebook. And can you spell your first name?
Yeah, it's like Marilyn as in Marilyn Monroe. So it's Marilyn and then Friday.
So thank you very much, Miss Marilyn Friday. Thank you. Thanks for flying in from UK. Again, I like this with 3 mics going on. We're a truly international film festival as another film maker from UK came in, Mr. Joseph Whitney. And may we have your better half as well, who is the actress of your film. I guess somebody has to hold her camera. Bring your camera here and have somebody hold it so you can video this too. Come on down, Mr. Joseph Whitney. It's a beautiful film, beautiful film.
Thank you, Louis.
And would you mind telling us about that particular style? What would you call that?
I'd probably call it a pre-modern, post-burlesque punk rock.
Okay. Well, it's beautiful. All in 3 minutes.
3 minutes 26, yeah, that's right.
Yes. I usually bow to people who can create like a story or a narrative within those 3 minutes. And actually, I encourage a lot of people, if you want to be programmed in a film festival, it has to be as short as possible if you're talking about short. A short does not mean 35 minutes or 40 minutes. It should be 3 minutes, 5 or 6, below 10 minutes. But anyways, that's a short commercial. So tell us about your beautiful, beautiful better half here. Does she usually act in your films?
Heather's acted in about 4 of my films, but I have to point out that she's very good at accounting for herself.
Yes, tell us about working with Joseph. And thanks for flying in.
Oh, thank you. Joe and I have collaborated on quite a few different projects. I'm a performer, a dancer, and Joe makes great music, and we're both sort of multi-artists, so it's great to realise some films and join our talents together.
And would you call that a music video, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't see why it shouldn't be called that at all.
And lastly, for the filmmakers out there, how to pursue this dream?
Well, I think as my predecessor says, you just got to get your hands dirty and expect as little as possible in reward. So I'm very pleased with what's...
Meaning, do you believe in awards?
I believe in reward.
Oh, okay. But I think the reward usually for a filmmaker is to be in a film festival and to watch it on the big screen. I hope you enjoy your experience. Thank you very much, Joseph.
Thank you.
Thank you. And the movie is, remind us about the title of your film and your website.
The Hungry Ghost Rhapsody, and the website is flytowhitneysmoon.com.
Thank you very much, Joseph Whitney from UK. Thank you. And now I'm so excited to introduce to you the filmmakers, the hottest filmmakers in the world who are star makers. Ladies and gentlemen, the filmmakers of Big in Bollywood. Yes. Star makers in the house. Be sure you get their business cards. So tell us.
It's like a bunch of ice cream.
Tell us, which part of California are you guys in? And you went to college with Mr. Omi Vaidya, right?
Yeah, I went to UC Santa Cruz. I'm from San Francisco, and we're all pretty much from that area.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us about how Omi was, first year or the first time you met him.
Omi in college was a pretty big nerd, and I'm going on record saying that. Yeah, a big-time nerd. He spent a lot of time in his dorm room. He was one of those kids that, like, when you walked in his dorm room, you could smell him. Like, it was like, you spent a lot of time in here. I mean,
that kind of.
I hope you see it. I love it. I mean, I love the guy. We became fast friends in college and remained to be
Did he ever
fast friends.
Did he ever tell you that he was pursuing this, or was he a theater major? I don't think that was mentioned.
No,
I don't even know.
So he was just pursuing his dream.
He was studying film. He was in Santa Cruz for 2 years and then went to NYU for 2 years studying directing and writing.
Okay, so and then tell us about how this collaboration came out. And usually one person would follow a friend, but this is like a bunch of 5 or 6 of you, or 5, right?
There's 20 of us. No, there's 4 of us.
Were there?
There's 2 birds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 birds, but one of the birds didn't come. It was 4 of us. My perspective on it was I got a drunken call in the middle of the night that said,
Drunken? Excited.
maybe I was drunk when I received it, but it was basically, hey, we're going to India and we're calling it Big in Bollywood, and that was about as far as
you're coming too.
And you're coming. Yeah.
There was no option. It was like, well, okay, here's the thing. Like, Tyler and I went to one high school. Kenny and Matt went to the other high school,
The
rival
rival
high
high
schools.
school.
Okay,
Yeah.
we always heard about each other as like other guys on the other high school that that made films, and then a couple of us went to college together, and basically like we always had it in the back of our mind that it was like a dream team, that like once the 4 of us got together and made a film, like it would
Magic
work.
would happen.
Magic would happen.
Yeah.
So like when I don't know, I think it was a late night pizza run, and Omi got a text, I think, from Raju Hirani, the director of 3 Idiots, saying like, "Oh my God, I just cut the film, and you're gonna be pretty big." And we're like, "Huh, you're gonna be big in Bollywood." Whoa, we're going to Mumbai,
BigInBollywood.com ordered.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Woo! So yeah, talking about that, believe it or not, when I watched it, in fact, some filmmakers out there were whispering like, "Was this staged? Did it really happen?" And midway, I'm going like, "Wow, how can you stage all these millions of people?" Well, you can edit it like that, but suddenly he's like in an awards night, and so how was it? Your feeling about it unraveling in front of you, like it was miraculous, right?
Yeah,
Well, you used it a lot in the film.
we were filming several different stories at the same time, and Omi was the main story. But what happened was, it was as if we were filming a sports team and they went on to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
And we had no idea that was going to happen. We didn't even know the sports team would go to the Super Bowl, let alone win it and then remain to be in Super Bowl commercials for eternity.
So it all happened in 3 weeks, right? As you mentioned.
Yeah, we were in India for a total of 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
You were 5.
5 or 6.
They were 7. I was 6. But we actually had to extend our trip
very
for the
fast.
awards show, because like we careful, get the birds down here. Yeah, we were. We had scheduled to fly out, and then all of a sudden, he's like, "Yeah, I'm been nominated, and I'm hosting an award show." We're like, "Well, okay, I guess we have to stay for
Follow
that."
that.
Yeah.
I mean, there were more award shows as well coming up, but we were like, we can't live in India and continue to follow you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
We have to end this movie sometime. So we decided to make it a finite story and keep it, and end it. And so it's not a TV show about his life. It is just a movie. But we lucked out. I mean, literally, all of that took place. I mean, except for the year later and such like that. Literally, all that took place while we were there. I mean, we lucked out. Like, we got some footage from other sources. A lot of the big crowd footage took place during a whirlwind tour around India that he was not supposed to go on. That was unexpected. And so we ended up getting some of that footage together and from all different sources, and it happened. I mean, it blew our minds. We did not expect him to become huge. We thought the title might become ironic because he was not big in Bollywood, and it was going to be a story about his monumental failure and how he decided to stop acting and open a yogurt shop.
Well,
but
I mean, because he was thinking about that. I mean, he was at the point, well, not the yogurt shop, but I mean, like he was frustrated with being, with auditioning in LA and doing that whole thing, and he was like kind of at the point where he was like, well, if this doesn't work, I don't know.
Yeah, this will be it.
Yeah.
And another question I have for you guys is the entourage-ness of the film. Believe it or not, I'm part of several entourages. We help out each other. We support each other. In fact, this film festival would not be complete without everyone who helped me out. I'm not gonna mention the names because it's gonna look like I won an award. But you guys are here. You know who you are. Yeah. But this is about you guys. So tell us about this phenomenon that is having an entourage or having, collaboration.
It's kind of, we all kind of rode coattails. This was the story of us riding the coattails of Omi, who rode the coattails of Amir Khan, who rode the coattails of the movie. It was just like...
It's coattails all the way down.
Yeah.
And birds here.
One thing that's great about having an entourage is that we actually had 4 guys with cameras. So at one point during the awards show, I got kicked out. I was backstage. Yeah, I was backstage with shooting from the wings while he was on stage. I had my camera. I'm like, all right, here we go. He's just about to win an award or something. And this big guy came up and he was just like, "You're out of here. Go." Like 5 guys just escorted me out. I was like, no, Hollywood Kitchen. He's like, "No, that's crap." And just pulled me out of there, right? But at the same time, while I was being ushered out one side, Matt was just sneaking in the other side with another camera, and so he was able to get with Omi right as he finished the award and then run right backstage, and it was almost like I took all the security guards away for a second, and so Matt could sneak in. And then there were 4 entrances to the place. He kicked me out one. I just walked around the block and walked back in another one. But it was nice just having so many cameras. Right. Yeah. So I think that was an advantage of the entourage for sure.
I got something to say about the entourage bit. At first, when we didn't think he was going to be famous, we were hoping that somehow we would make him famous simply by virtue of being there. So the whole red carpet madness was really, we were trying to whisper behind people "Oh, did you hear Omi's going to be here?" So that people would be like, "Who's Omi?" And it didn't work. And we went, "Oh, well, we failed as an entourage," but fortunately he succeeded as a bona fide success, and then we got to, dab the sweat off of his face, as a good entourage should do.
So what's the time like? So after the 3 weeks or 5 weeks, you came back and final edit. That was just 2010. So what's the time like?
It was Christmas of 2009 to very beginning of 2010. So then we edited for many months?
Year and a half. Yeah, year and a half. So we were in India just under 2 years ago. So, we were there for New Year's 09 into 10.
My question was how long was your editing? And then I think you're just starting with your festival circuit, right?
Yeah. Was it June? Is that when IFFLA was? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we started. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, this is the New York premiere. East Coast premiere. Yeah. New York premiere. Yeah.
Right. I think for tonight you guys are the Omi Vidya. So I'd like to hear your questions, guys. Questions.
They all know us. They know the answer. You, sir. Yes, you with the camera.
Cameras did you guys shoot on?
Cameras.
Might have been something like that.
Kinds of cameras. Everything from iPhones to the EX1, I believe, is what you have. Yeah.
Oh,
HVX.
Yeah, so the next generation of that. Yeah. That was the main one, and then literally it was a hodgepodge of whatever we could put together. You have
one of the cameras here, right? You have the D90, right, in the house?
No, okay. I don't. No.
We shot on an EX1 and a D90 and a flip and flip too. What I don't even know what the
HDR
Ninja is.
HC1.
Yes,
I should know that. It's an HDR HC1.
Yeah,
it's a Sony.
Yeah.
Did you bring your cameras or rent it over there with when the rental over there, it comes with a guy, right?
Yeah, it does come with a guy. Yeah, no, we bought.
You were the guys.
We brought all the cameras with us.
Part of the reason we all wanted to work together is previously we had all worked on our own or as a duo, traveling and making documentary films while traveling. Mm-hmm. And in fact, a year before Bill called me, a year before this happened, Bill called me and said, "I've worked with Tyler, Tyler's worked with Kenny's worked, but we haven't all worked together. We need to do a project at some point." And I said, "Great." And then a year later, this happened. So it was sort of yeah. I mean, once he said that, I felt like it set the ball rolling, into the universe, sort of thing. So we were all sort of ready, anyways.
Well, we're ready for your questions. Yes. Woo, yum. Miss Grace Labagis, come here, come on. Just because she's gonna. Grace Labagis will be talking about the T-shirt that you'll win as you ask questions.
Yes, but for
It's my limited edition T-shirt.
hello. Okay, but first of all, congratulations, guys, for creating this movie. So amazing. My husband and I were like LOL and LMAO right on our seats. So
laughing
out loud and laughing
and you
my
know what?
ass off. Okay.
So the mention about
Okay.
where the T-shirt's coming
All
from.
right. For every question, you will get a Manny Pacquiao shirt. If India has Omni, Philippines has Manny Pacquiao. So, we're giving away one shirt per question. So, anyone? Okay. This lady here.
The question is, has fame changed Omi?
He was never wonderful.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. He I don't think fame has changed him too much.
really.
I think he's just he's more tired all the time. Because he has to travel all the time. He goes to India half the year.
He's like a new parent, but of his career. Like he's like he's not sleeping all that much. He's Thank you.
Omi has actually become really big in Bollywood now. We were at a film festival in San Francisco last week, and there were a bunch of South Asians there, and we asked, so how big actually is Omi? Because we didn't really know, and someone said, he is huge. Everyone knows him. He's huge. And he actually is. I mean, you look online, he's just everywhere, and he's filming his 5th Bollywood movie right now. This was 2 years ago. He's filming his 5th movie. We just were at a wedding with him. We were all at a wedding with him over the weekend, and he was the same old Omi. Same old guy, lovable.
He's a good dancer. I mean, that's been true from the beginning.
Yeah.
So
He actually,
that's it.
in a way, he kind of appreciates his friends even more now because it's really hard for him to make real friends over there because they're all like,
Zombies. Yeah. He something that didn't make it into the film was just, we asked some questions like, what do you appreciate about home now? And he's like, driving in L.A. And for those of you who know that, it's not generally a fun experience. But he's like, no, the traffic here is awesome. It's smooth sailing. So, appreciate it. It's like, Mumbai's worse. Yeah.
Any more questions? Oh, the T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she gets a T-shirt.
There we go.
Limited edition, worth its weight in gold on eBay.
I love that.
Oh, 3 questions. Yeah. Do you mind picking which one?
There's the 3 ladies who've had their hands up right here.
So yeah, the first lady. Up,
Who's first?
the one with the scarf, please. How long did you take the shoot for the dance sequence?
That was a last minute inspired, we got to do this somehow. It was in literally the last 2 or 3 days before we left. We were just like, you guys, we're making a movie about Bollywood. We need to honor the genre and make this a Bollywood movie to some degree and make a dance sequence. So we were just talking to ourselves at our favorite breakfast place, and the owner of the place walked by, had a San Diego t-shirt. We're like, oh, San Diego. He's like, oh, you guys speak English. We started chatting. He's like, well, this is one thing I do is own a restaurant. The other thing I do is I'm a director of music videos. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, how much money can you get together? We're like, I don't know. We're going to ask our friends and family. And literally, like, all of that came together by his miraculous hand. It was amazing. We ran the dance sequence the day before, so we learned all the moves, and then we shot the next day, and it was a complete whirlwind. It all happened in a day. We were hoping to teach the whole of Mumbai the dance and like get everyone doing it, and it was a little too complicated. But yeah, it was literally just one day that it was all shot.
And also, I think that there's probably a couple. We did not have money to produce this, and so the guy asked us. He's like, "Oh, how much money do you have?" And I kind of said, "Oh, we have $5,000." And
We all looked
we
at it
were
like,
like, wait, no. And so, and I'm like, nah, it's fine. And we went and actually wrote mass emails to our friends and family and asked for money. And we got $4,800 by the next day, even though that day was the day of the Haiti earthquake. Okay, so and there's actually a couple donors in the room right now, so we're gonna have to say thanks to some of you guys. I think there's like 5 or 6 of you here, so thank you very much.
Do you mind raising your hand so I can get your emails too?
That's good.
Woo, two more.
All right, we got.
The other lady, yes, thank you.
Oh yeah.
Close calls and getting visas and everything, and Ted in the shots. And
I almost didn't go. My passport was full. So be warned, you know, prolific travelers.
Now you need the extra pages.
You need the extra pages, especially when you go to India, who just likes to take a full page for their visa. And I was literally, my passport was full. They rejected it.
And you took my passport. Oh, then there was that one too.
Oh my God, there were so many close calls.
Back to the States, and I was looking all over the apartment for my passport and couldn't find it. Our flight was taken off.
Because I was on a different flight because of my whole visa issue.
Okay, so Matt had left. Matt had already gone to the airport, and the rest of us, we were just cleaning up the apartment, and Tyler had no passport, and we're like, well, and of course he didn't have a phone, so.
So I discovered it in the airport that I had 2 passports for some reason. And went, oh no, and my flight was about to leave, and there was like 60 others, and someone was trying to ask for a bribe at the same time. I was like, no. So like I went to the tallest man in the best suit I could find, surrounded by stewardesses, and I was like, you must work here. He's like, yes, I do. And it was like, he's like the manager of the Mumbai airport, like coincidentally. I was like, if I give this to you, you get it to my friend? He's like, yeah, use my phone. It was amazing. It was amazing. Like it all just went, and just came together. And our lives were saved.
And like, I mean, we drove to the airport, you not knowing whether you were going to get a passport. You're like, well, I'm just going to go to the airport and see if Matt arranged something. And and we got there, and basically we were walking in the door, and this handsome man walks up, and he's like, are you Tyler McNiven? Here's your passport. And we're like, whoa! And then at that moment, Amir Khan walked by. And he was like, what are you guys doing here? And we're like, oh, yeah. And then the paparazzi were taking pictures, and it was a very weird way to leave India. It was very strange.
Yeah.
So
beware when you leave this house.
Oh, yeah.
Paparazzi will be in the house. And then one more question. And she gets a shirt too. Yeah. One last question.
Tiffany in the back there. I think.
Tiffany in the house.
I am so amazed that you guys work so well together because, you know, we always hear the conflict of, like, vision when people are working on a project. And I'm just curious, like I know you said while you were filming it, you just kind of let things unfold, but it was so seamless. Like, so you're sitting there in the audience just like, wow, that was so good, it was so seamless. The storytelling was so clear, and I'm just curious, how did the 4 of you all kind of piece it together once you have these, like, series of takes in front of you, or decide what the true story was going to be?
We fought a lot. I mean, it wasn't that. That's the miracle of editing. No, it wasn't that bad. We discussed. Yeah.
It's a dance fight.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of there were a lot of editing sessions where we were all in the same room on different computers, working on different scenes, and then switching and working on each other's scenes, and then switching back, and then watching the whole movie, and then cutting it all down and stuff. And
getting notes from friends. I mean, I like that is so valuable. We'd have little screenings and bring friends in and be like, it's rough, but let's have fun.
Yeah, I mean, like the first rough cut was 3 hours. So
yeah, it was like 3 hours. So those are your really good friends who will sit through that. And you know, a major debate we had was our role in the film, because we think we're charming, but we're not necessarily as charming as we think we are. And we, you know, that was tough because we can't quite take us out. But it is Omi's story, and that was the main thing that we kept coming back to. He has the craziest story out of any of us. We are entourage at best, and that's what we, kept having to come back to.
Oh my! So talking about entourage, me. I'd like to ask one last question. All of you, your advice to filmmakers out there, because there's a lot of filmmakers here. And then as you say it, do you mind saying it to camera, your name, your position in the film, and your advice to filmmakers?
all of that over here.
Wow, so my name is Tyler McNiven, or in India, Mr. Tiger, and I was one of the creators of the film. And my advice to filmmakers is, if you're going to make a film, just do it. Because for so long, filmmakers can sit around thinking about doing something, and there's always going to be something stopping you from making it perfect. So just go out there, do it, and then edit it until you think it's done. And films are never finished, they're always just abandoned. We could still work on this film. We could make a documentary about Omi's entire life, but we're not going to do it. So just go out there, do it, finish it, and move on to the next one.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Well said.
I don't know what to say after that.
I know. You pretty much nailed it.
We all pretty much share similar
Yeah,
sentiments
that's
about
pretty much
everything.
good for you.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'll say I'm Matt McCroskey, and I was one of the filmmakers in on this, and my name in India was Sundar Bandar, which is beautiful monkey. And and I mean, really, Tyler nailed it as far as making a film. It is very easy to do. People are very forgiving of quality nowadays. You can make it on your phone. It doesn't have to have great quality as far as the production value, as long as there's a fun story and some energy behind it. You know, people get excited. That'll do it. And then once you get excited at one success, it will inspire you to do more.
So thank you very much. And one last with Bill.
Yeah, there's not really much else to say, but oh yeah. So my name is right. The title of the film. Okay. Okay. Well, my name is Bill Bowles, and I was one of the filmmakers of Big in Bollywood. And the advice I would give to filmmakers is to start right now. Just start it right now.
Start it right now. So we do have a Jerry. We do have a party to promote.
Party.
Ooh, wow, nice. But it'll be tomorrow.
Oh, come on.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
It's 49 Grove. We'll give out the cards. 49 Grove, corner Bleecker. It'll be tomorrow, Wednesday. But anyways, they'll pass out information at the outside. And I know there's friends and family here. You'll meet them on the red carpet, take pictures with them. Thank you very much.
We're all going to go somewhere after this and hang out together. Location.
We don't know where, but somebody knows.
Yeah, they'll.
Friendship Land.
Yep.
Okay, you have a.
We're
Yeah.
going to Friendship Land. So
So again, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, the hottest star makers in the world. Big in Bollywood. So we'll meet you outside and network over there on the red carpet. Thank you very much. We will still be here November 11th to 17th at the Quad Cinemas. We'll see you soon. Please support.